And hello, everyone out there in YouTube world and Facebook and Twitch and wherever you might be watching my silliness tonight. Okay, I sent out links, but it doesn't look like Arch made it yet, so I don't know what's going on there. But anyways, so because I don't see him in here, I know I sent him the right link. I hope. I'll just start out and start saying hello to Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk. You were first in the chat. At least it didn't. Uh, uh, it didn't kick you off. So, anyways, and Jody Drone Shots, and yes, Jody, I got the email finally. It came in this time. Don't know what the problem was. I don't know. I looked and I never did see it. I'll get your prize off to you. I'll get it ordered tomorrow, and it'll get off to you as soon as they get all that whatever it is they do up there in Canada. So. It may be late because all the truckers are on strike. Anyways, hello, Recovery One Drone. I see my little buddies here. Let me just go ahead and bring him in. Let's just go ahead. Get this settled there. Yeah. So we got Recovery One Drone. You have to do your own clapping on this one because I don't. Let's see. And Trevor, Recovery One Drones. I'm glad you like the hat. Jaybird, welcome. Johnny DRC, hello, hello, hello. And of course, Grant's back in here, and Doc Murdoch. Let's not forget Doc Murdoch. So,
yep, Trevor Fuss and Jody and
Trevor, yeah, and Jody, yep. So I got well. Let me start out with how my day has gone.
All right, go ahead.
So, got off Mel show, which stayed on it. It was almost 2 hours when I got off. It was a long show. So then, after that, I went in there and Judy woke up and I got her something to eat and stuff. And then I got on and I talked with Grant till 2:00 this morning. Then Judy couldn't go to sleep, so I dozed for a little bit, and she'd wake me up, and she'd fall on Saturday, and then she stumbled around. I think she fell last night too. I've lost track now. And so then she wakes me up at 9:30 this morning, and and I had just really just slept for a little while. Hang on a second. Boy, I just can't seem to shake that cough.
Hey, Lloyd, do you have a bird flying around in your? Because I hear kind of a slight chirping in the background.
Oh, what you're hearing is I'm actually listening to the monitor in Judy's bedroom, and she's playing Downton Abbey. So you're just hearing a little bit of the speaker coming through. So that's what that is. Gotcha. Yeah, I could turn it down a little more, but I need to leave it up enough so when she yells at me or yells for me, yeah. But anyway, hello, Bill, Coast to Coast Drones. But anyway, so 9 o'clock this morning, my day started, and I hadn't really gotten any sleep. But I had an appointment, a virtual appointment with my doctor at 11:15, or the PA there, nurse practitioner, I should say. Okay. So they call me at 11:15 and give me this, well, we got to ask you all these questions. The same questions she's going to ask me. And this is only so I can get my friggin' medicine renewed, which they filled on Friday. But every 3 months, I take a medicine that they, for 10 years or 15 years, it was not an opioid, but when they started getting money for opioid, yeah. So when they decided to start getting money from all these lawsuits for opioids, they declared as many medicines as they could opioids in Oklahoma because we won the first big lawsuit. Oh. And so, everything's an opioid now. I think even X-Lax is probably an opioid, but,
Hey, whatever. Kai.
Hello, Kai. How you doing? Yeah. So anyways, so at 11:15, I go through all these answers, and she says you'll be getting a survey in a text message. And you fill out the survey. Yeah, you have to fill out and then ask you, does your spouse beat you? Do your kids abuse you? Or you live in a nursing home? Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, so I filled that out, and that was at 11 o'clock.
They didn't give you a prostate exam?
No, but I think if they could have, they would have.
That would have been virtual.
So at 11:15, when they promised me she would be there, nothing happened. 11:20, 25, 11:30, still nothing. I thought, okay, they're running shorthanded. They're running behind. I'll give them a break.
Yeah.
11:45, nothing. Noon, nothing.
Check
12:15,
the spam filter.
Well, it was all my text messages, so they hook up through your phone, and they anyways. So finally, at about about a quarter after 12, I called them. I said, "Don't know what the well," and then I had to wait for on hold for another 15 to 20. Yeah, please hold. Your call's important to us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, Judy wasn't feeling good, and I had called in for a script. I called in for a script renewal for Judy for nauseas, and I got the message it was ready, and I really needed to get it because she'd taken her last one. Hello, Ray Kelly. But so, anyways, it was 12:35 before they finally answered the phone, and she called back and says, "Oh, well, she sent you a text and nobody answered." I said, "What number did you send it to?" And she said the number. And I said, "Well, unfortunately, my home phone doesn't receive text messages. Why didn't you try sending it to my cell phone? Or call the number instead of just texting?" And it's like, and she says, okay, well, what's the number?" So I gave her my cell number. She says, "Well, she can see you at 1:30." Now, this was by now, a quarter to 1, so there's no point going over there, because if I had to drive across town and then wait in line for this script, I'd be in the car doing this appointment. So she finally answers the phone. She finally texts me. I set it all up. We get on there, and she says, "Have you had any side effects of this medicine?" I said, "No, I've been taking it for like 10 years. No side effects here." She says, "Okay, well, that's it. That's all." Huh? Yeah, that's all. Just because you answered everything else on the questionnaire that they asked you earlier. It's like,
Oh,
what a waste of time and money. So,
yeah.
it was just one of those days. I knew it was going to be like that, and it's been like that the rest of the day. Got my scripts filled, and then that was okay. And Judy wanted me to make some potato soup. I couldn't remember the recipe we had, so I called my cousin. She's told me how to do it. I thought, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to use my one pot to make it in.
Right.
I didn't realize that you got to really watch that stuff, because it gets super hot and it will scorch the potatoes on the bottom of the pan.
Ooh.
So we had fried potato soup, because it kind of fried it was okay. It still was good. I'm going to make a new batch tomorrow, but
yeah, they
yes,
were
Johnny DRC, they'll
caramelized
not only
potatoes.
yeah, they're caramelized potatoes. Not only, Johnny D writes up there, probably charge me. Not only will they charge me, but they charge $5 extra that the insurance doesn't cover. They'll charge a regular office visit plus $5 for the virtual visit. Like, why are they charging me more for a virtual visit when I'm not taking up any chair space? Nobody has to, it's like, are you kidding me? You did your job right. Anyways.
Hey, hello, James.
Good morning, James. You finally made it, and I am live tonight. So,
yeah.
But anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put myself on full screen, because, guys, you know how I like to rant about stuff, especially things like man buns and these young people and what they do. Well, somebody put this up. One of my family members put this up in the family chat, and I saw this, and so I made a slideshow out of it. So hopefully I won't lose my audience. If you're easily offended, well, too bad. But it really is funny. It's actually, it's ridiculous. James says he's in deep shit working in the compost pile. So, anyways, I'm gonna put myself up on full screen, and I'm gonna play this little slideshow thing that I put together because it is one of those. Well, let's just say this is some of this generation's modern day styles. Okay. Music's good. This will scare people off. Chris Wedgeworth says, "Don't leave, Chris. I just had to show you this because there's like, yeah, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, exactly." Yeah. Hello, Maddie. And Chris, welcome. Well, if you want to wear those kind of clothes, James, if I could pull off some of those, yeah, right. It just makes me look at my grandmother's Afghan a whole different way now. I think it was my hippie niece. They do look like some stuff that was out in the 60s, but these are modern. This is actually out of a French fashion show from this last year, or from 2020 or 2021. That's why I said, if that doesn't, if that didn't scare the hell out of everybody. Yeah, it was actually a French designer.
Oh, I thought it was it was Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern?
Because it's an Afghan.
It's an Afghan, okay. And here we go. We got another guest come in. Let's just bring him on in.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
hello. Boy,
good to
you were
see
smart.
you.
Yeah, Ron, you were smart. You waited until after that garbage was finished playing to come in.
Oh, there was garbage here?
Did you miss the fashion show?
I did. I just got done finishing the dishes up and everything from dinner. I'm not much of a fashion guy. Are you one of those what they call a fashion plate, Lloyd?
No. I called it my fashion rant.
Okay.
It was a bunch of guys wearing crocheted pants.
You said crochet?
Yeah.
Like the type of thing they make ladies' handbags and stuff out of?
Afghans, your grandma's Afghan that's on the couch, Yeah.
It was made out of popular
granny squares, the little granny squares. Yeah.
I remember those from my youth. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some French designer decided to bring them back this last year, and I got this dimwit, pot smoking hippie niece, and she decided to put it up there, and there's like 27 of those pictures, and I put them in a slideshow.
Oh. I was afraid you were going to say you wore the good crochet pants.
No, oh God, no.
I don't think I have ever had a crochet anything, Lloyd. I don't think I've ever had a crochet garment, a crochet bag.
I haven't either.
Maybe I held one of those crochet blankets when I was a kid. That's probably the closest.
Nice for nap.
Yeah, those are nice for my dogs.
They love growing up in Lloyd.
Well, this was what surprised me, because I know that one of the that was not my handiwork, Kai. Sorry. Besides, I don't crochet, I knit.
Well, hey, watch there, Lone Star U of V behave now. Lloyd's just back from Lloyd's still in recovery mode.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. I have, I finally I did test negative for COVID this last test I took, so I'm in the clear. So
Do you have those home test kits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one my daughter-in-law brought from the hospital because she works at a hospital, and she brought them.
Okay.
Those are the ones where I tested positive, and I'm still fighting a little congestion, but
Scary, yeah.
but that's just part of my life, anyways. But yeah, so yeah, you missed. You go back and watch it in replay. It's about 2 minutes of you're going to shake your head and go, no.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say: never trust those Frenchies, Lloyd.
That's it. That's it.
And I'm just kidding, folks. No insult to anybody from France or anything like that.
It's not like we're going to get a lot of. We might get some French
Canadians. You have a big French audience here in this show.
No, we don't. And I'm lucky that I think I just lost 25 subscribers, and
the whole country of France.
No, it had nothing to do with that. I think they all started dropping, but when the fashion show was running, they just started unsubscribing as fast. It was pretty bad. But I had to play it because it was just they had these pictures, and when I looked at the first one, I thought, well, because I've seen some old 70s patterns that they showed the guys wore this crap, and they did for crocheting patterns and stuff from back in the 70s. I thought, well, that's what it was. But then I read the article and that my niece had put up there, and it was a French designer that decided to present these, and so they took them outdoors, like they were very manly outdoor scenes.
Okay.
But the manly is not quite the word I would have used, especially when a guy's wearing like a bib overall looking thing, a big beard, and it's all crocheted in multiple colors. It's something you really, you can't unsee.
Let me ask one question. You did say that the designer was French. Was that a French gentleman or a French lady? Do we know that?
Well, there's a couple of those I was questionable about. Except they were topless, so it was pretty obvious.
Oh, okay.
Most of them were. So, yeah.
Well, it could have been David Bowie.
Oh well, yeah.
No, Art. I think he may have been British, not French.
Yeah, he's British. Yeah,
Art gets all those Europeans confused.
But I'm recovering.
Next time we go to France, next time we visit France, we better watch our backs after saying all this.
Yeah. It's so what do you got planned on your show tonight?
Well, we just the usual stuff, really. Nothing. You talk about that new Altel nano drone that they all talk about. The one it's a good little drone, but it's good and it's bad. Then you got the Mavic 3, and Hups has got a new drone, the Ace out. So what do they say? Usual crap, different day.
Yeah.
I'm just joking, folks. It's going to be a must-see TV. You got to
must-see TV. Yeah.
Well, without viewing that show.
After the crap I just showed on this show, anything's an improvement. I'm telling you.
Hey, Lloyd,
I want to say hi to Chris.
Drones.
There you go. I want to say hi to Christopher John, who is watching over on Facebook. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for Facebook, huh?
Yeah, I'm simulcasting on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube tonight.
Now, how do you know? How can you see the Facebook people, Lloyd?
I just brought it up. I just clicked play, and I brought it up. I put it under my normal name, so it just popped up, and so unfortunately, my niece that sent me that will probably be cussing me now because I called her a pot smoking hippie, but she is, she's happy with her life. So
there's still such a thing as a pot smoking hippie. I thought they all kind of went away, and I don't know.
She's my sister was the original hippie, and she raised her daughter that way. So she's a second generation, but she's a good. Speaking of hippies, I did want to say hi to James Tanner tonight. He's my favorite hippie of all times.
James Tanner, okay.
Yeah, my PI dreams. So, Hey, you want to see some good stuff? Go watch My PI Dreams. And matter of fact, everybody here puts out some great content, and I'm trying to put
that's
out
a
a little
YouTube
more.
channel, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's My PI Dream, and
and he does some drone stuff too. So
and he does drone stuff too.
Yep.
And Captain Ray is here to and I think I'll have everybody but one person surprised because I don't have his address yet. I need to get that from
oh yeah, I gotta get that to you. Yeah.
I got that one. There's one other guy, and I'll get with Mel and get that.
We'll research it later. Don't worry. That Murdoch says he's talking about the video. He said it's seared into my eyes. I can't unsee that now, Lloyd.
It's yeah. It's a video that, and like I said, it was a one-time thing. I played it because I actually had it ready to play 2 weeks ago, but then I got sick. And I'm telling you, the stuff hammered me pretty good, you know. And
the bad news is it probably got us demonetized now. There goes our paychecks, Art.
Oh, well, you know, I'm not monetized anyway, so that's why I get by with that crap. I probably, even if, I will, I have links for, PayPal and stuff like that in the description, so if you want to, or you can go to my store and buy stuff, which I do a shameless plug. I want to show something. Let's see. Let me bring it up here. Let me see if I can get switched to that. Give me a second here.
The folks, our producers on vacation tonight. Man the controls.
Yeah. That's browser. That's not it. Where is? Oh.
We really need to get our director back.
Yeah. That's it. We do.
He's probably ever in France buying some of those crochet pants or.
All right, this is what I wanted to show. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this.
Yeah, I've seen those.
That's the waterproof drone.
Yes, I was impressed with it, and for the price, it's not a bad priced drone, and there's some of the. It's got a waterproof controller. It was designed for the surf people, it's a real 4K camera. I mean, I think the SEMA 5 has a 4K camera on it now too. So, that's not saying a lot, but these are some of the pictures,
Wow.
So I just thought the waterproof thing and the stabilization. Let's play this video because I'm
play the video. Just don't get demonetized.
I'm not worried about.
I mean, it looks pretty. I mean, it looks pretty steady too.
Yeah.
Laura, is that you out on that? Is that you on the jet ski there, or?
No. I wish. Yeah. So I'm not gonna play all of it, but I just.
It's a hydro board.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Thing underneath.
Okay, I can only.
It has light transmission, water repellent coating. That's very good. That water repellent coating. What's the good of the waterproof drone if the camera's got those water beads on it?
That's true too. Let me bring back my shot here because I couldn't handle any more of that music. So, but I just wanted to pop that up and show a little bit of it. And I know it's probably been out for a while.
Yeah,
but it is like flying FPV. As a matter of fact, you can actually watch it through your FPV goggles. That's one of the things they talk about.
Really?
Yes, you can use your FPV goggles. And there's it's called the now I forgot what the name of it was.
Swell Pro, right?
Yeah, Swell Pro. That's the Swell. Yeah, the spray or the spree or something like that. Yeah, it's by Swell Pro, and that's. I at least wanted to show a drone tonight. I saw that this week, and I think the starting price on that before batteries and stuff is like $999 or something like that. It's under $1,000.
Well, everything's expensive nowadays, Lloyd.
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the Spry Plus. Thank you.
Yeah,
Maddie. Yeah,
thanks,
and
Matt.
it's Swell
Pro for the price. Sounds like a generic Viagra or something.
Oh God. Oh God. And Art's at it. Okay. So
hit the ching ching again.
yeah, that's it. There you go. So but yeah, I saw that this week and I just found it interesting because I think if I were going to get another drone, that would probably be one I'd be considered because I looked at it and there's a couple different places you can buy them from. uh and there was one I actually just put it in the box just to see how much was going to come. If it just had, yeah, if it had a 3-axis gimbal or at least a 2-axis gimbal, I mean, it'll go up and down. But you got to remember, it's designed for more FPV flights. So, Maddie, so
Mhm.
you know, you don't have a 3-axis gimbal on your FPV camera. Even if you put a GoPro, you know, you still no gimbal on those.
And the problem is they probably can't waterproof that gimbal.
Exactly, and well, or yeah, because they'd have to have a big bubble in front of it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, if I get another drone at some point, that because I put in there for I think it was like 3 years of insurance, 2 batteries, and the drone and it comes with the controller, which has its own monitor built in. I think it was like $11.99.
Do
You know, with
you
2
do you live near the water, Lloyd?
I live in the middle of Muskogee, Oklahoma. The only water we get comes from up above or out at the lake. You know,
Oh, okay.
although I have a cabin out near the lake, and that would
Yeah, well,
probably
that's
be a
lakes.
wise.
But the lake's a lot
Yeah,
of
that would be
water.
a wise thing. Yeah, that if I go down to the state park and fly down there, you know, in that area, I probably would. It would be wise to have something like that. But you know, I just thought there's a lot of guys out on the coast that I have a buddy, a kid that I went to school with, grew up with, there in Denver, and he lives in Hawaii now, and he is a surf photographer, and he started using drones, but he got the Phantom 4 Pro when it came out, and I was going to I meant to send him the link on that, just say, hey, have you thought about using this for some of your photography? Because he does really, and he's single, so he's out there, and he's all of his pictures are those kind of shots, they're all Baywatch babes, it's
Okay. You have to be the link to his channel then. With all his
he doesn't have a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
He does all of his stuff on Facebook,
Facebook.
and he of course he sends us, all of us that are in the same neighborhood that grew up with him, he sends us all pictures, but he's in some nice, he does some nice work. And but I thought, that's the kind of guy right there. I probably wouldn't 18 FPV quads and 1 DJI Mini. My wife would Johnny said my wife would castrate me if. And speaking of that, there's a story that I'm hoping to have a guy on here in the next, if I can't get him on here in the near future. It's a story that Greg at Oz by Drone told me, and I won't convey it now because it's going to be maybe aired somewhere else, but it's hilarious. And what Johnny DRC just wrote has very similar to what this guy was referring to, and something that happened with him in his drone. So it's a hilarious
That's
story.
quite a teaser there, Lloyd.
Yeah. So either Greg's going to have him when Greg gets his system up and running again. If he doesn't, or and I said if your first shot, shoots him down, I said have him come on my show because I'd love to have him on here because it is really a funny story. Plus, it has to do with drone crashes and precautions we need to all take when we're flying our drones. So, but anyways, I'll leave that hanging, and hopefully you guys will hear about it in the near future. So, but anyways, that's I don't have anything going. Oh, we've got it. Ron and I were chatting back and forth before the show earlier, and you're up there. How much snow did you get up there where you're at?
Well, I think the official forecast for I live on like a bear around here in the Jersey Shore, like 16 inches, but we had the high winds. So like my front lawn has
drifted it
2 feet in it or whatever. Most of my house is in the 2 feet area. Somebody else's house may only be at the 6 inches, but I got 2 feet, even though the official's 16. But I could use one of your earthquakes to maybe move some of that snow around.
Yeah, well, and that was the thing today. This morning, we had an earthquake for 4.5 magnitude. I didn't feel it, but I was laying in bed watching TV. But all of a sudden, my warnings started going off all over the place. My phone was ringing, my iPad, I could hear, my Ring doorbell told me that there was, my camera was, I was getting neighborhood watch things from the Ring neighborhood. It's like, Jiminy Christmas, and one of the family members wrote up that, one of the people that was in the bluegrass band I was in, she was standing on the floor and she felt it go under her feet. She just felt it. And I mean, it's 4.5, 4.65, something like that.
I didn't even know you were on the fault line out there in Oklahoma.
Well, we have this, of course, we're an oil state, and we have a lot of
you said it wrong. It's oil.
Yeah. We're an oil state. We're an oil state. But anyways, we have black gold, Texas tea, that kind of stuff in the ground. We also have a lot of natural gas here, which that has to do with all the ranch beans that they serve, but that's a different story. But anyways, they did.
I think Chris Hope's in natural gas.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to put a plug in for Chris Hope there, Lloyd.
Don't forget to put those Afghan body trapeze suits. Yeah. Maybe you'll get a free one from the orders coming in. No. Oklahoma is a fault line. Yeah. And the thing is because of the fracking that they did, that initially created the problem, because the runoff water, the way they were using the runoff, because they push live steam in there, that heats up the rocks, the oil shale, that heats it up, the oil floats up to the top, they can pump it out, and that pushes it all up out, because those rocks, once they get hot, the oil separates from the shale, and that's how they do it. But they have wastewater left over, because that steam eventually turns back into water. So they were pumping it back into the ground. Unfortunately, they were pumping it into the fault lines, and that was causing expansion. So they had to go back in there and pump all those out. Now they have a different way of dealing with it and removing it, but it opened up the fault lines, and they've been very active, especially about an hour and a half from here, between here and Oklahoma City, and that area usually gets hit. But we haven't had a lot of them lately, but this was the first big one of the year that it was felt all over the state. I mean, Tulsa felt it, and they're 45 miles from me. We felt it here in Muskogee. Is it Don Price? He's one of the YouTube drone guys. He felt it. He lives up. And eat more possum. I don't know. Yeah. So it Artco and SNL Tall erupted again a few days ago. Spewed about 500 meters in the sky. Wow. Yeah. I mean, so today we had an earthquake, and as I was telling Ron, it was 7. I think when I talked to you, it was 70 degrees. When we got off the phone, I looked, and it was 71.
Oh.
Tomorrow it starts raining, and we have a high of 63. But it will be dropping down into the 20s and teens, and then on Wednesday it's switching from rain. From Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, it's going from rain to ice to snow. Then it's dropping
to that cold front that we're getting tomorrow.
Yeah, and by Wednesday night or Thursday morning, it's going to be like -5 here. So
same here.
And what I told Lloyd is, Lloyd's one of those places that you hear people talk about, if you don't like the weather, just wait a few days, huh?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's Oklahoma.
5 minutes.
Yeah, Trevor says the big one is coming. The 8+ US is overdue. Yeah, we are, because they I think they say it's at about 100, 120 years, and I think we're like 50 years past that mark now. So
you're living on borrowed time out there,
San
huh?
Francisco. That was
yeah,
07 in 1907.
1907. I was going to say it wasn't in 2007. I had to stop and think 07. Yeah, the
But
other
then
07.
they had that one during the World Series that one year where they had to cancel the
That
World
one.
Open
That's
and
right.
they
I remember watching that
they
one.
canceled it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember watching that one. It was like, because I was watching the World Series. I'm not a sports fan, but I usually watch the World Series, and I watch the Super Bowl just for the commercials.
Right.
And when Budweiser quit putting out the good commercials, I quit watching the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, the commercials aren't what they used to be, Lloyd.
No, they're not. And because used to, you could get a list of all the commercials that they'd be on YouTube. Somebody'd run a whole. I haven't seen any good commercials in 2 years, so I don't expect any improvement this year.
All this YouTube and all the social media kind of hurt the good commercials because I think they get out early now. Where I saw some good commercials during the playoff games, but I was thinking to my wife, I don't know why they don't hold these back for the Super Bowl anymore. Then I got to thinking, well, that's because they could show them during all these playoff games and probably make a lot more money than just showing them, at one time during the Super Bowl. I don't know, but
Steve Carpenter. I mean, I need to welcome Joe Blaylock too. I forgot. I've been responding to his stuff, but I've been responding to his stuff, but I didn't say hello to him. So
Joe's a great guy. And Joe's a fantastic drone flyer also.
Yes, yeah. I've got, I've got a loyal bunch. I'm not big. I'm not one of these big super channels, but I've got such a loyal following, and I go to different channels, and like when I was sick, I had more people asking how I was doing, how Judy was doing, and yes, Judy did come down with COVID, but we fortunately had the 2 shots. We hadn't had the booster yet, but we'd had the 2 shots, so it wasn't bad. But that first week, it kicked my butt. I'm just going to be real honest with you. Well, if you saw that video I did when I said I'm not doing a show tonight, well, I was feeling like death warmed over at that point, and and Judy,
and plus you sound like Wolfman Jack too.
I did, yeah.
You could have gone on radio, huh?
Well,
you could go on radio and play oldies.
Yeah, well, yeah, because what happens is I've got a bit of a deep, a bit of a low voice, anyways. And when I get laryngitis or something, I either lose my voice completely or it drops like another half octave or an octave. And I sound just like Wolfman Jack here. It's just the way it sounded, we
would have welcomed in SC Aero Steve Carpenter. He's promoting
Steve Carpenter. Yeah. And I'm really lucky on this channel I get to have fun. I get to do what I like to do. I get to talk about what I like, and you
get to be grumpy a little bit now and then.
Yeah. And I'm trying to see where it says how many I have watching, but it's not showing. Why is it not showing? Where does it show that at? Usually it shows it.
What are you looking for?
How many people I have watching?
I can never find it either.
I'm the
Lord. I'm the world's worst producer.
Yeah, well, I've got mine set up to where, like, you guys might have noticed that instead of going into the globe thing that says, ladies and gentlemen, the grumpy vlogger, instead of it doing that tonight, it did I've been watching Doctor Who, so I did the Doctor Who thing tonight.
Ooh.
So, and I did it this time, and I did not. I can't be hit. The BBC nailed me. I used to do that on a couple of my openings, and the BBC nailed me for using the Doctor Who swirly thing. It's okay.
Can you imagine somebody the BBC worrying about? Well, we got to shut this guy down. This grumpy vlogger.
Yeah,
he's really hurting our ratings over there.
Yeah, they filed a claim on it, and I was like, well, okay. I didn't change it. I just okay, if you want to earn I'm not earning any money, so good luck with that one, buddy.
You should have said, I'll see you in court, BBC.
Yeah, and it's like, okay. And actually, I got the whole logo thing from another channel that showed how to build it, and then I downloaded the music, off of the BBC. So, I mean, I paid for it. This was when I first started out, and I learned a lot about that. So all of the music that I use either comes from the YouTube library, or it comes from Power Director, or it comes from. Now, if I do it for somebody else's channel, I generally do it from Epidemic Sound.
Epidemic Sound. A lot of people promote Epidemic Sound on YouTube.
Well, because I like it. Because it's not crap. That's right. Yeah. But James Tanner at My PI Dreams, he made a suggestion because I was on our art show Saturday night, and I think once I got to clean my desk off. I'll be honest with you guys, but I think I'm going to do a tutorial of how I set up my show, how I use my green screens, how I use my stream deck, how I use vMix to run everything, but I use StreamYard for my guests.
Oh wow!
And because
I'd be interested in watching something like that.
Yeah, so I think I'll do it in parts, and I'll build it from I'll build it from scratch. But yeah, and I use YouTube for a lot of stuff, but I have software editing that like I get. Forgot who it is now. That I get a lot of my video, like that video that I just did came from Power Director. And I just superimposed my thing on there, and I even put it. Even had that. I just typed in space, and it brought up all those different things. So it's like, okay, so. And the music, I just found they had one, they provide music too on Power Director. I mean, that's the thing about Power Director 365 is not only does it provide you with video and images, it provides you with music and sound effects. And I think it's.
And how much is Power Director?
$20 a month.
Okay.
It's cheaper. It's a lot cheaper than
Adobe Premiere
uses Adobe. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper than Adobe,
and it's full of feature with all this music and stuff, huh?
Yeah, it's worth that just for the music because it's got music. It's got thousands upon thousands of videos and images.
Just the music service alone costs like $10 a month, right?
Yeah. Epidemic is like I think it's like $15 a month for Epidemic or so.
Wow.
So I get my money's worth out of it, and but you need to take another hit of that. Yeah.
I was hacking there. Ugh.
Is he allowed to do that on the air, Lloyd?
Well, he lives in Colorado, so he lives in Colorado too, so it's all legal up there.
It's medical. It's medical inhaler. Right?
It's medical, yeah. It's a medical inhaler, yeah.
Albuterol. It's for bronchitis. Yeah.
Oh.
Now who's leaving? Did I miss somebody?
Chris Wedgeworth he's been here a while, huh?
Yeah, he's been there.
We got Doc Murdoch before. Steve Carpenter, Eat More Possum.
Yeah.
Johnny D with RC, we got him.
It's Chris Wedgeworth says later, Chris, so I don't know. Did I miss somebody?
Might be Doc.
Oh yeah, it might be Doc Murdoch's leaving.
Oh, Doc.
And
yeah.
So let's see. But yeah, I mean, if you can't afford it, and if I'm fortunate that I have a semi-decent retirement, and so I can afford these little extras. And I just finally upgraded my vMix from the HD version, which allows me to bring in one guest into it, to the 4K version, which lets me broadcast to 4K. Plus, there's some other features I haven't even begun to try out. And I just did an upgrade, and because I've sold enough shirts and hats that I had the money sitting there, so I took it, and so that's
we
Doc
got
was
links
leaving.
down
Okay,
below for all the hats and T-shirts and everything.
Do what?
We got the links down below for all the hats and T-shirts and so on.
Yes. And there's some new stuff that I don't have links to yet, but if you go to either one of my stores, you'll see the new stuff. Like I think I just did. Oh, I got a pint glass that has a full Grumpy Vlogger sticker on, or symbol on the front of it, and it's a pint glass. So look for that in my spread.
Yeah, folks, we need to support the show here and support the $20 for Power.
As a matter of fact,
you got about at least $20 worth of stuff.
Let's let me put myself on full screen for just a minute. And
hey, Lord, I better run here and get ready for
because you got to get ready for your show.
But thanks for having me on today, and I'm glad you're feeling much better tonight, Lord. I could
still
hear a little bit in your throat, but you're
on
the road to recovery. Now we got to get Art fixed up here with this bronchitis. I tell you, bronchitis is one of the nastiest things I've ever had. So good luck with that, Art.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
thanks for
starting to feel better.
Thanks for everybody who joined us out in the chat. Thanks for supporting Lloyd, the show, and all of us.
And don't forget, you want to see a good drone show at 8 o'clock, top of the hour. He'll be there. And
shameless plug. Thank you.
Yeah, shameless plug. There you go.
Good night, guys.
All right, you take care, Ron. And speaking of shameless plug, let me just go ahead and put myself on full screen, and let's just go ahead and play the shameless plug so you guys will know. And as I said, I've got Power Director 365 has Power Director, Photo Director, Color Director, Audio Director. So all of that for that price. And so this is my shirt. I've got some new shirts out in my Spreadshirt store, and I think I've got a hoodie there now. I think I ordered the hoodie, so I'll be getting the samples in. And I'll show you what the new cup looks like, and the new for some reason my cup disappeared off of the store, so I had to build a new one. So but just like when I went to order the hats, they were out of either the dad hat or the trucker hat. So I think Recovery One, he won the hat, so he got whichever one they had. Yes, it is brought to you by Food Powder. So, and I've got several coffee cups between the two stores, so just check out the links in the description below the show, and you can see my good friend Jake Miles is watching from Facebook. Hello, Jake. He's one of the guys that I went to school with, and we used to play in we thought we were a country band, but we were a country band, but we weren't that good. I've gotten better since then. And we were, but anyways, welcome, Jake, and he's with his brother Randy. All right, glad to see you guys. I forgot I needed to monitor the Facebook thing over there, so shout out to you guys on Facebook. Thanks for watching. And but am I on the live chat over there? Yeah, I'm on the live chat. So but yeah, I decided to do Facebook. Boy, you're locking up. Is it me or is it you? It looks like it's you locking up.
Am I locking up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For a change, it's you, not me.
Yeah.
The Grumpy Vlogger mask comes with poo powder pre-installed. Yes. Yeah, it gets rid of that annoying odor.
Yeah, I am locking up.
That's
good.
Sorry, guys. I'm still not 100% yet. So this is, I've done
all that. Me.
Yeah.
Right out.
Okay. All right. But I did art show on Saturday, and then art show on Sunday, and then I did Mel show last night. and so I've been doing my show, so my voice has gotten a good workout this weekend. Just recovering from that garbage that I had. So, oh, says device not connected. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, how's that? Better?
Let me see. Yeah, it looks to be a little better. It's still kind of glitchy. Yeah, and don't forget, guys, over on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button, and even on Facebook, you can give me a like. I'd appreciate that. And same with Twitch. I don't know who's watching on Twitch because I forgot to bring up my Twitch stream tonight. So I usually do, but this time I didn't. So, what else was I going to talk about? I think I covered it. I want to talk a little bit about that drone, and I wanted to show that video that I did at the beginning of the show, and I want to talk about the weather and earthquake. And those of you back east that have been hammered by all that, I feel for you. I've been looking at some of the videos that guys have been doing in Arch on dial-up. Yeah, he sort of looks like, and I think, what is it, the 27? You're not even on the 56K version of dial-up.
Yeah, and I paid the cable already.
Okay, well, see, yeah, well, there you go. But yeah, you are kind of rough. Well, I'll tell you what. I think what I'm gonna do is here in just about another minute and a half or so. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. That way, everybody can get out of here and go over and
go watch Ron.
Joe want to know about the earthquake. We had an earthquake in Oklahoma that covered pretty well. It was a 4.65 earthquake, I think, 4.56, something like that, and it was felt pretty well everywhere in the state today. Which is a lot of ground to cover because we're not as small as, like, say, New Jersey, but we're not near as big as Texas or California or anything. But we got a lot of real estate, but there's a lot of space in between that real estate, or in between the cities. So, but yeah, we had earthquakes today, and then tomorrow we're having rain turning into ice by Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. By 11 o'clock Wednesday morning, it'll be snow, and it'll snow up until through Thursday, possibly even into Friday. And we'll be getting down to the -0. Yeah, it was a pretty good one. I didn't feel it. We had one hit that was like a I think it was like a 6.2, and that was the first one I remember. And our bed literally went across. We got concrete floors in this house, and we could feel our bed just shaking when that one hit. And yeah, free massage, don't have to put a quarter in the bed. That's what it was like. And it woke Judy and I up out of a sound sleep when it happened, and our dogs, they just went nuts. But yeah, this one hit, I think about 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning. I don't know if Eat More Possum, if you felt it where you live at, he lives in Bartlesville, I think. And so I don't know if he felt it, but anyways.
Well, I was in a 6.9 earthquake in Misawa back in '95.
Right.
Boy,
yeah, anything up in the 6 category, 5 and 6 category, and we've had a couple of those. We had when it first started hitting. That's when the fracking, and we were having through parts of the state. Like, my cousin lives up close to between here and Oklahoma City, and closer to Oklahoma City, and her shelves were falling down always. I mean, every day it was a different earthquake because she was that close to the area where the epicenter was at, and it was, get a text. Yep, yeah, just had to pick up the shelves again. So she just quit putting stuff on the shelves. So.
Right.
Hello, Chris at Sunrise Water Media. Thanks for saying hi. And but I think what I'm going to do is
Bob Casey.
Oh, Bob Casey, you just dropped in here. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I was getting ready to start the timer to finish out the show because my voice is still a little.
Yeah.
I've kind of overdid it this weekend, so this way, hopefully, my timer will be over in time for you guys to go watch Ron over at Drone Nation. So let me, Art. Any final words before I start the timer? What do you got going on? What's
just my usual show on Saturday at 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern, and come on over. Don't know what I'm going to be talking about this week.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, just to let you know, I just found out today that we have it's called the Oklahoma Toffee Company, and they do almond toffee. It was a couple that, and I think 20% of all their proceeds go to buy school supplies for the teachers to use for their kids.
Oh, okay,
And
cool.
the wife, she is a teacher, and the husband is a retired principal, and they started this company to raise proceeds to help out the teachers.
Cool.
So at least it's something worthwhile, and it's probably not as good as insurance, but I'm going to order me a little bit just to try it out, and
give it a try.
I'll give it a critique.
There you go.
Anyways, guys, Art, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I want to thank Ron Brown for dropping in. I want to thank each and every one of you that stopped in here or stopped over here on Facebook or on Twitch, wherever you're watching me from. Yeah, OklahomaToffee.com. Thank you. Eat More Possum. You can go there and yeah, thanks. Thanks, James. I appreciate it. And I enjoy being on YouTube. Like I said, I probably kind of overdid it this weekend for my first week back, but I enjoy doing this, and I had the time this time. So, anyways, Art, again, thank you. And
you're welcome. It's always a pleasure working here, and always a lot of fun.
I have fun on this show. This is what this show is about. I'm not going to do anything different than just come on here and have fun and BS. That's what I do.
That's right.
So, all right. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and put myself on full screen, and I am going to start my timer. You guys don't forget, go over to Drone Nation. I need to put the link in the description. But anyways, everybody, you have a good one, and I will talk to y'all later. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to run over there and watch on YouTube at Drone Nation, Ron Brown and Marcus Crawford and all the gang that he has there. Just remember what I say, folks. Be kind. Treat each other better than you would treat yourselves. Remember, everybody matters, even old farts like me. Good night. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye for now. That.